Your exam is around the corner. You've been studying hard, and now you need a way to test your knowledge before the exam. Well, we got you covered. Right now, we're going to take a mini 25-question practice exam to test your study skills. If you like these questions, you can get thousands more like them. We have an online exam prep package that you can buy to get instant access to our database of study resources like unlimited practice exams, vocabulary flashcards, and an ebook study guide that explains concepts and math formulas you'll need to know for your Maryland real estate exam. The link is in the description and comments below. I know you're ready to take this practice exam, so let's get started. Good luck. What is the term of a Maryland real estate commissioner? A, 3 years. B, 4 years. C, 5 years. D, 6 years. And the answer is B as in boy, 4 years. A Maryland real estate commissioner serves a 4-year term with no limit how many terms can be served. Penalties collected by the real estate commissioner must be A, placed in the general fund for the state, B, placed in a special real estate education fund, C, awarded to anyone harmed by the violation, D, placed in the real estate guarantee fund. And the answer is A as in apple, placed in the general fund of the state. There is no special account for penalties collected by the real estate commissioner. All penalties collected are placed in the general fund. The Maryland Real Estate Commission, A, passes legislation related to real estate. B, conducts disciplinary hearings regarding real estate licensees. C, establishes compensation rates for real estate licensees. D, resolves disputes between real estate licensees. And the answer is B as in boy, conducts disciplinary hearing regarding real estate licensees. Legislation related to real estate or any other matter is passed by a General Assembly. Compensation rates for real estate licensees are determined in the marketplace as a result of negotiations. Disputes between and among real estate licensee fees are generally handled by the courts. How many years of active experience as a real estate person are required to obtain a real estate broker license? A, 1 year. B, 2 years. C, 3 years. D, 5 years. And the answer is C as in Charlie, 3 years. To obtain a real estate broker license, the applicant must have 3 years experience as a full-time salesperson. An owner of real estate may sell unimproved lots without a license if A, the owner is certified public accountant, B, 6 or fewer unimproved lots are sold per year, C, an owner is an attorney at law, D, the owner posts a $50,000 bond with the Real Estate Commission. And the answer is B as in boy, 6 or fewer unimproved lots are sold per year. An owner can typically sell property without a license, but the sale of 7 or more unimproved lots per year requires a license. To obtain a real estate salesperson license, the applicant must show proof of A, 100 hours of pre-license education, B, 90 hours of pre-license education, C, a high school diploma or equivalent, or D, a broker commitment that the applicant will affiliate with the broker. And the answer is D as in dog, a broker commitment that the applicant will affiliate with the broker. The Real Estate Commission will not issue a Real Estate Commission license unless it is assured that the salesperson will be supervised by a real estate broker. The pre-license education requirement for a salesperson is 60 hours. Who is exempt from having to obtain a real estate license? A home builder in the initial sale of a home built by the builder. B, a certified public accountant. C, someone with a bachelor's degree or better. D, a licensed insurance agent. And the answer is A as in apple, a home builder in the initial sale of a home built by the builder. Home builders often have partial or full license exemption. A Maryland real estate broker's license expires A, 4 years from the date it was issued. B, on July 1st of every year. C, on September 1st of odd-numbered years. D, 2 years from the date it was issued. And the answer is D as in dog, 2 years from the date it was issued. A Maryland broker real estate license expires exactly 2 years after it's been issued. To obtain a Maryland real estate broker license, the applicant must be at least A, 25 years old, B, 21 years old, C, 20 years old, or D, 18 years old. And the answer is D as in dog, 18 years old. To obtain any real estate license in Maryland, the applicant must be at least 18 years old. A real estate advertisement, A, must include the real estate licensee's telephone number. B, must include the real estate licensee's license number. C, must include the real estate licensee's name or designated name. D, must include the address of the subject property. And the answer is C as in Charlie, must include the real estate licensee's name and designated name. A real estate licensee must include the licensee's name and the name of the business with which the licensee is affiliated in all ads. A real estate broker who has received earnest money must deposit the money in a trust account within A, 2 business days, B, 5 business days, C, 7 calendar days, D, 7 business days. And the answer is D as in dog, 7 business days. A broker has 7 business days from the date of receipt within which to place earnest money into a trust account. Which of the following is not a reason for which a real estate licensee may be disciplined? A, acting as dual agent without the proper consent. B, charging a commission in excess of 35%. C, knowingly making a false promise. D, fraudulently using a license. And the answer is B as in boy, charging a commission in excess of 35%. Commission rates are negotiable between the broker and the client and are not regulated by the Real Estate Commission. When advertising property for sale, a real estate person must include the A, name of the real estate firm with whom the real estate salesperson is associated. B, address the subject property. C, the listed price of the subject property. D, real estate person's telephone number. And the answer is A as in apple. Name of the real estate firm with whom the real estate person is associated. A real estate salesperson must have how many years experience to become a team leader? A, 5 years experience. B, 4 years experience. C, 3 years experience, D, 2 years experience. And the answer is C as in Charlie, 3 years experience. A real estate salesperson must have at least 3 years experience to be a team leader. In addition, the salesperson must have completed a course in real estate approved by the commission and have passed the real estate broker's examination. To operate a real estate brokerage firm as a business entity, the broker must A, obtain a business entity certificate from the commission, B, notify the commission that the firm is operating as a business entity, C, submit proof of errors and omissions insurance, D, post a bond. And the answer is B as in boy. Notify the commission that the firm is operating as a business entity. To operate a brokerage firm as a business entity, for example, a limited liability company or corporation, the broker must notify the real estate commission. A brokerage agreement must A, be flexible regarding the termination date, B, express the broker's compensation as a percentage of the purchase price, C, specify whether the broker is authorized to cooperate with other brokers, D, not have a cancellation provision. And the answer is C as in Charlie. Specify whether the broker is authorized to cooperate with other brokers. A brokerage agreement must specify whether the broker is authorized to cooperate with other brokers and the amount of compensation for that. Although most compensation provisions are based on a percentage of the purchase price, it could be a specific amount. Which of the following is not required in an agency relationship by express agreement? A, a written contract. B, specification of compensation. C, specification of client responsibilities. D, a maximum term of 1 year. And the answer is D as in dog, a maximum term of 1 year. A definite termination date is required in a brokerage agreement. However, there are no minimum or maximum time length requirements. A real estate licensee must do all of the following except A, seek a sale at a price specified in the brokerage agreement, B, present all offers to and from the client, C, account for all money received, D, advertise the client regarding the legal implications of using comparable sales in pricing. And the answer is D as in dog. Advertise the client regarding the legal implications of using comparable sales in pricing. Legal and tax matters are beyond an agent's expertise. A seller's agent should advise the seller to seek expert advice on matters relating to the transaction that are beyond the agent's expertise. A real estate licensee may not disclose a client's confidential information unless the A, client consents in writing, B, broker directs the licensee in writing to make the disclosure, C, licensee has written permission from the real estate commission, D, client has already entered a purchase agreement. And the answer is A as in apple. Client consents in writing. A client can choose to waive or partially waive the licensee's duty of confidentiality and then allow otherwise confidential information to be disclosed. The consent or waiver must be in writing. A brokerage relationship begins when A, a client enters a brokerage agreement, B, a broker first provides a service. C, an offer is made. D, an offer or counteroffer is accepted. And the answer is A is in apple. A client enters a brokerage agreement. A brokerage relationship does not begin until a client enters a brokerage agreement. All real estate documents, A, must be signed by a broker. B, must be signed by a branch manager. C, must be signed by a licensee. D, must be signed in the name of a group or team. And the answer is C as in Charlie, must be signed by a licensee. All real estate documents must be signed by a licensee. It is not necessary to always be the broker or associate broker. A real estate licensee's primary obligation to a client. A is the obligation of absolute fidelity. B is an obligation to be honest. C is an obligation to be fair. D is an obligation to exercise reasonable care. And the answer is A as in apple, is an obligation of absolute fidelity. A real estate licensee's primary obligation to a client is the obligation of absolute fidelity, also expressed as the duty to protect and promote the interests of the client. Under the NAR Code of Ethics, the primary obligation is to protect and promote the interests of their client. A real estate licensee must be informed on A, modern construction technology. B, current market conditions. C, current property inspection techniques. D, real property and income tax law. And the answer is B as in boy, current market conditions. Modern construction technology, current property inspection techniques, and income tax law are beyond the expertise of a real estate licensee. However, a licensee is required to keep current on market conditions. For the protection of all parties, a real estate licensee must ensure that all financial obligations relating to the real estate transaction are A, reviewed by an accountant, B, in writing, C, balanced correctly, D, are posted correctly in a journal. And the answer is B as in boy, in writing. Financial obligations in a real estate transaction are important and sometimes involve significant sums of money. Maryland requires these transactions to be evidenced in writing. Ad valorem real estate tax bills in Maryland are issued A, annually, B, once every 2 years, C, periodically depending on the budget needs of the tax authority, D, in July and August of each year. And the answer is D as in dog, in July and August of each year. An ad valorem tax is a tax based on the value of the property. In Maryland, tax bills are sent out in July and August of each year. So, how'd you do? Let me know how many questions you got right in the comments below. Remember, you can get more practice exams in our exam prep package. The link for that is in the comments in the description below. If you really like this video, then you'll also like this one. All right, everyone, that's all for today. I'll see you next time.